What's up, DGens? It's been a couple days since I spoke with you in this format, but I felt it was imperative that we have a sit down. So let's go. Now, the main reason for this video is because I think the landscape is evolving rapidly in the world of AI, that is. And when I say evolving, I mean consumers, normies, retail. Okay, they're not all here, but normies, consumers. I think we definitely have a need, a penchant for AI assistance, specifically in the realm of DeFi. Now, previously, when we've heard the term DeFi, it refers to decentralized finance. Fast forward to the world of AI agents. Now you may see the word DeFi with AI attached to it. This is decentralized finance on steroids. Basically, decentralized finance being utilized by AI. So today, I'm going to bring you my top 5 DeFi, as in AI, plays that you should keep an eye on. I brought them up before, but I think we should readdress them and see them for what they really are. Okay? If you're on my TikTok channel, you probably saw this list, but I did change up one project on the list. Okay? Now, number 1, Sequoia. Now, Sequoia is located on the Virtuals platform, on Virtuals protocol. And Sequoia is interesting to me. When you go over to its Twitter, it says the goal behind Sequoia is to create the best performing on-chain venture capital agent. I want to outperform traditional firms and deliver better results. Okay, now Sequoia is definitely an interesting prospect, to say the least. Just recently, I followed this guy, Anand Iyer. His Twitter is AI. It's the @ AI, and I guess he's a core contributor to Sequoia. Well, with that said, Sequoia has been performing great considering where it was. Not too long ago, it was at a $30 million market cap, and it's hopped up to match its counterpart in that of Vader. But Sequoia right now is at a $60 million market cap. Basically, what I'm saying is, as investors, we all want to make money, but we don't always have the best calls, the most disciplined time scale in terms of how we set up things. What if we just copy trade? Okay? If you were to just copy trade some of these new AI protocols, you may be in for a win. And it may not be, you may not be worried too much. If you go to the Sequoia site, which is sequoia.vc, mind you, Sequoia is spelled SEKOIA.vc, and then you look in their portfolio, they're invested in Gecko, Jeff, Santa, Seraph, Talcat, and VoltX. Each of these projects are interesting. I mentioned Gecko before. Gecko is an AI-powered autonomous trading platform with gamified prediction markets. Gecko is interesting. I definitely find it interesting. It's actually backed by A16Z team. So that's one I think you should check out. And the fact that Sequoia is invested in it, I think that's not to be understated. Not too long ago, I received a airdrop for Santa. I thought it was for Christmas, and I just sold it, just not thinking about it. But now I see that Sequoia is actually invested in Santa. I'm curious to know what they do. I'm gonna have to dig in a bit deeper. Let's see. They're invested in a couple different projects. The one that made me a little bit of money, I believe it was last week, was this one called Volt X. It's an autonomous AI agent for stocks and commodities. And excuse me, if you just copy trade and invest in the things that these AI agents are investing in, you may win. Okay, so just think about that moving forward. Okay, so like I said, the first one was Sequoia that you need to keep an eye on. The second one on my list is Vader AI. I used to have a decent position in Vader. I moved out of it to grab some Beam nodes. Hopefully those Beam nodes end up working out. But Vader AI, right now, you go over to their Twitter, you go check them out, and you see who they are invested in. I see they're invested in AIYP. That's Yellow Panther. That's a gaming AI agent. Also Jahaz, and it's like a doppelganger of the co-founder of Axie Infinity. So that's an interesting one there. I got an airdrop for that yesterday. I didn't know it was that good. But now I'm definitely going to be going through here and looking at some of these other investments that Vader AI has made. And I think it's important to do your own research, do your own due diligence, especially if you're trying to make some money out here. I mean, you don't want to just buy chatbots, things that are just communicating with you. How about you buy some stuff that's going to make you some money? Recently, Vader was added on to Binance Alpha. So I think the writing's on the wall for useful AI tokens, and this is obviously one of them. Okay, now the third one that I had on my list is Heyanon. Now, a video ago, or maybe 2 videos ago, I brought up Heyanon. It was made by Daniel Sesta, the AI that is. I guess it's, he's the one who brought it out. Daniel Sesta is the gentleman of Time Wonderland fame. And Wonderland made a lot of people money. It was kind of in the whole Olympus DAO wheelhouse, and it definitely made a lot of people money. Now, Heyanon, the other day I brought it up, it was around $8. Right now it's at $15.61 at a $192 million market cap. Now, Heyanon is set up differently than Vader or Sequoia. Heyanon is basically a AI bot that can trade for you or can make the money for you. So obviously there are a lot of people piling into Heyanon. So you may want to start to move in that direction if you're interested in something like this, or you want to get in on a Daniel Sesta project early. And the thing about it is it's on Solana, ETH, Metis, Base, IOTA, Arbitrum. So you can actually bridge your tokens across several of these networks. It's I think it's definitely interesting. So don't miss that one. Hey Anon. And okay, the next one that I'm interested in that I haven't really done as deep of a dive on, um, but it looks like it's starting to get fleshed out, and it looks like it may boom, is Polytrader. Now, I had my eye on Polytrader when it was around a $4 million market cap. I didn't know if it was legit or not. I wanted to see if it was going to get a little bit of traction before I started to move on it. But now I'm starting to see Polytrader evolve as a legitimate investment vehicle. Now, if you go over to their site, it's begun to dabble in these prediction markets. Not their site, but their Twitter. It's begun to dabble in these prediction markets. It for example, like it mentions Ohio State winning against Texas. It mentions NBA games. It's saying a lot of different things on here. It even comments on the U.S. government will not sell its Bitcoin before Trump's inauguration. Polytrader looks like something that you may want to hop into early, just based on the momentum that it currently has. It's still under most people's radar, and I'm actually interested in Polytrader, and I think you should put it on your list for something just to keep an eye on. Not necessarily buy. None of this stuff is financial advice. It's just a heads up as to what I think could be a viable investment. Okay, so like I said, number 1 was Sequoia, number 2 was Vader, number 3 Hey Anon, number 4 Polytrader. Now number 5, originally I had Gecko. If you looked at the TikTok video, I had Gecko as number 5, but Gecko's not fleshed out yet. It's not moving yet. But one that's been on my radar, even though I'm not buying it yet, is Y Combinator. WAI Combinator. Okay. Now, Y Combinator is on the Virtuals platform as well. But when you look at Y Combinator, they have quite a decent investment portfolio set up already. And they are moving on a lot of these small micro cap virtuals tokens, not just virtuals, but mainly virtuals, but virtuals tokens that are viable. One that I took a flyer on from them the other day was one called Exemplar, EXMPLR. Now they have $94,000 invested into Exemplar, and Exemplar, basically they have a large chunk of Exemplar's market cap. Exemplar is only at a $2.4 million market cap, and it says that the Exemplar virtual assistant is a trusted and knowledgeable guide to AI-driven healthcare innovations. So this hops into the decentralized science niche. I like that. The fact that, especially Y Combinator, they're not hopping into a lot of these other type of projects. I like that they're getting into something like this. And the fact that they have a sizable position, that's super bullish to me. And then I did notice that Exemplar was in talks with Sequoia as well, or at least pitching them. So I like what Y Combinator is doing. You may want to go to their site, their Twitter, that is. I see that they're invested in Exemplar, in Trust, Cookie, Jeff, Sploot, Certai, Santa. They're invested in a lot of projects They're invested in iStar, one that I mentioned previously, the White Wizard, Ring. They have a nice portfolio set up here. Now, like I mentioned, we're not all geniuses out here. We are humans just trying to get ahead, trying to get some dough, trying to get some money. And if you need a little bit of assistance, don't ask me, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you ideas of stuff that I'm looking at, okay? And in this new magical world of DeFi, of AI DeFi, I think these 5 projects are ones you need to keep on your radar, okay? That's all I got for today. Hopefully y'all having a good one. Stay up. I'll see you next time. DJ and Stack out.